Hey folks, Ted here from BigGoofyRunner. I just wanted to do something new here. Talked about it a few times on the blog, a couple times. I've even tried putting some stuff up on YouTube about it, but basically what I'm looking to do here is I am looking to use YouTube videos, blog posts, that kind of stuff to motivate me to get back running properly. Basically, at this point, I'm 1 week into an 18-week training program for the Manitoba Marathon on Father's Day this year. And, I did do the Dopey Challenge in January in Disney World, but I don't think I was, well, I know I was not at the level I want to be. I did it. I did the races. I finished better than I expected, but not where I want to be. I was not trained properly going into it, and been having trouble getting motivated to do running. Now I have basically was over a year where I've been fighting some nagging injuries, knees, and specifically my right Achilles tendon was definitely a real problem for quite some time. But I think I've got that all sorted out. Got through Dopey Challenge, no troubles at all. My legs came through that with flying colors, so I've solved that issue. So now it's a matter of getting back healthy, getting my weight down, getting my training up, and that kind of stuff. So I am going back to square one, essentially, at this point. I am doing well, not a standard, it's a modified version of Hal Hingdon's intermediate marathon training program. 5 days a week, 2 shorter runs, 2 medium runs, and a longer run each week. So running 5 days a week. I throw in there walking the dogs, other things like that, just to keep me exercising and moving. That's going 5 days a week has been difficult for me in the last year or so, basically because I'll go 2 days in a row and hurt myself again, but that seems to have passed. So now it's a matter of me basically getting focused and doing what I need to do. So I'm hoping the training program will do that, and if I go and do a blog post each week as a minimum of how I've been going, how I've been doing, to keep me honest, that's going to be good. And if I put it up on YouTube, well, you guys can see if I'm lying to you. So yeah, so that's the plan. So at this point, how's this week going? As I did 1 week out of the 18 so far. Basically, I've done 2 of the 5 runs on the treadmill. Third one happens tonight. I'm just waiting for something to finish, and then I'm getting on the treadmill to do my long run tonight, which long run's only 8 miles, because I'm starting back at square one. So then I'm going to be doing that later tonight, and I'll have to modify this. I'm not going to post this anywhere until I've done that run. I've also done a couple outdoor stints with the dogs, out in the snow and the cold, and the wife and the kids and I went and did a bunch of snowshoeing today, so definitely been working the legs. That's one thing about snowshoeing, is it works the legs like crazy. So that was fun. Looking hopefully to do more of that if the weather turns around. Winnipeg weather this year is it's just a viciously cold winter this year. So yeah, so that's the running started. Hopefully this works. My weight is the other trick, because I haven't been running properly and my diet hasn't been right. My stress has been up, all those kind of fun things. My weight's climbed. Now, I did manage to get my weight down a bit going into Dopey Challenge, and I actually lost weight at Disney World. After the marathon was complete, that was the start of our family vacation, and then we spent another week and a half there, and I actually lost weight. How do you lose weight at Disney World? Walk. Yeah, walk a lot. It was good. It was fantastic. We got out, we walked every day, we walked a bunch of places, we explored, that's what we love about vacation. I came home, lost some weight, but then weight's come back up a bit. It was managed to keep it down fairly decently, but definitely this week has kicked me in the teeth there. Yeah, our furnace died. Um, it yeah, it was. We discovered about 10 o'clock at night. It was about minus 25 Celsius outside. Quite cold. And we noticed the house starting to get chilly about 10 o'clock at night. And sure enough, the furnace wasn't heating. Wasn't. I did a bunch of things that to check some other issues we'd had with the furnace over the last year and a bit. It wasn't any of those things. I was able to confirm that it wasn't the igniter. It wasn't. We had issues with it not getting air properly. That was all okay. And yeah, in the end, we discovered it was a control board had pooched. But yeah, it was just even a bad day around Winnipeg for furnaces. We tried multiple places. We didn't get a phone call back till 6 the next morning. So we had space heaters going, just making sure the house wasn't going to drop temperature too fast. Waking up every half an hour or so, really not sleeping. So every half an hour or so, getting up and making sure it wasn't getting too cold, and we were going to have to, send the kids over to the mother-in-law's and just stay up and make sure the pipes don't freeze. But yeah, and then luckily the day was relatively warm, but we were about 36 to 38 hours without any heat in the house besides little space heaters. So that was a little rough, pretty nerve-wracking. And obviously I didn't sleep properly, not eating properly. That messed me up for the whole week. And then on top of all that, I lost one of our garage doors. Spring busted on that. I had trouble getting the truck out. Just a fun day. But anyway, so that was expensive. So anyway, yeah. But that's all fixed now. That's all good. Getting caught back up on my sleep. So we're gonna get focused on running here, and getting my weight down. So yeah, so that's the idea. It's about 17 weeks today to Father's Day and the Manitoba Marathon. So the hope is 1 to 2 pounds a week I can lose. I've done this before. If I'm focused and I change my diet properly, it's doable. And that gets me back into a range of where I want to be. I'm nowhere near the worst I've ever been, but I'm going to cut off this peak before it gets crazy, and get back down to where I want to be. Yeah, so I'm going to start working on all that. Hopefully the focus on 5 days a week of running should help there as well. What else is my plans here? Well, I want to get my speed back. That's another thing. I haven't really been doing a lot of speed work in a while because I was trying to do some ultra training and then getting injured. I couldn't do speed work because it really hurt myself again. And I frankly, I miss being able to run a half marathon under an hour and 50. In 2014, I ran 3 half marathons, all under an hour 50, with one of them being an hour and 46 flat, which, for a guy my size, phenomenal. I would love to be back there again, or at least somewhere close to that. Definitely better than where I'm at right now. So I'm going to do more speed work, and that's, yeah, I got to do a bunch more focusing on that. So hopefully that comes soon as well. Especially as I get start getting my weight down, that'll get better as well. So, but yeah, so we'll see how that goes. My brother kind of was poking that maybe he wants to do the Walt Disney World Marathon in January next year. So I'm thinking I'd probably do Goofy again, because hey, that's the name of the blog. So that's kind of the hope where I'm shooting for on that. But yeah, I got to get myself basically back into decent shape for Manitoba Marathon in June on Father's Day. I won't be back where I was in 2014. I know that. I'm smart enough to realize that. But I want to be better than where I'm at and lay the foundation to get better, and rebuild, and try and get a decent time for decent crowds at Disney World again. So anyway, that's I think where I'm going to shut this one off. Look to hopefully have one of these a week as I go forward. And yeah, talk to you later.